Hey guys, it's Benedictines the vegan, taking a walk here in nature. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but it's been raining a lot for the past few days, so I wasn't able to do this. And don't be surprised if my face is wet. It was raining, but I think the rain is gone now, so I should be able to record this video. It is very important to try to reconnect with nature. I do this whenever I can. It's very important. There's something about being alone in nature that heals you. The truth is, we're not even supposed to be with people all the time. It is important that you are alone sometimes, you are by yourself sometimes, you are able to think sometimes. Because when you are surrounded by people all the time, you don't even have time to think. And that's not healthy. You must be able to think. You must be able to introspect. You must be able to ask yourself if you are living your life the way that you want to live it. You must be able to ask yourself if you are surrounded by the right people, if you are on the right path. It is very, very important. But sometimes people can't be by themselves. Sometimes people can't be alone. And that's not healthy. There's a reason why the rate of suicide is high in big cities. People don't get to be alone. People are always surrounded by people in a place that is artificial. They don't even get to see trees. That can't be natural. That can't be right. So yeah, whenever I can, I try to reconnect with nature. It is good that one gets to do that whenever it's possible. But I do understand why some people are living in big cities. They don't have a choice. They just have to live in big cities. They just have to live like slaves and do whatever they're supposed to do. It sucks, man. But the beautiful thing about life is this. One day it will all be over. You won't have to be a slave forever. You won't have to do things that you do not want to do forever. You won't have to complain about what's going on forever. One day you'll be dead. It will all be over. And that's a good thing. A lot of people think that death is a bad thing. Like, no, death is a beautiful thing. Imagine if we were supposed to be here for eternity. Imagine if we were immortal. That would be a curse. Imagine if you had to do this forever. Death is a beautiful thing, man. Even if life was beautiful, even if life was great, living it forever would not be a good thing. There isn't anything that is good if you have to do it forever. There's something wrong with the concept of eternity. Having to do something forever. So death is really a beautiful thing because you won't have to do this forever. You won't have to work your shitty job forever. You won't have to deal with loneliness forever. You won't have to deal with your sicknesses forever, This reminds me of something Mr. Peanut Butter said. Mr. Peanut Butter is a character from a Netflix TV show called BoJack Horseman. He said, life is a cruel, uncaring void. Being happy isn't about finding meaning. Being happy is about keeping yourself busy with unimportant nonsense. And eventually you'll be dead. Eventually it'll all be over. You won't have to be here forever. You just have to try to keep yourself busy while you're here. Because it sucks to just be doing nothing. That is why people are doing a lot of things that are meaningless. A lot of things that do not matter. They're doing these things because they don't know what to do. They try their best to convince themselves that the things that they're doing are important. They try their best to convince themselves that their lives are meaningful. They are here for a reason. Sometimes when I'm debating with Christians, I feel sorry for them sometimes. I'm like, you know what, man? Maybe you shouldn't be telling them the truth. I mean, this is all they have. This is all they have. Maybe they can't deal with reality. So they have to believe this nonsense. So you are not really doing the right thing by telling them the truth. That is why they feel like you are the enemy. Maybe you are. Maybe some people don't want the truth. To love this world is to lie to yourself. You must just keep on lying to yourself. Because if you going to face the truth, you realize that everything is meaningless. Nobody wants to stare at the void and ask themselves, what the heck was this all about? Why did I have to do this? Why do I still have to do this? What is this all about? Why don't I end it now? Why should I continue being here? How do I justify my existence? So, keeping themselves busy with unimportant nonsense keeps them away from the truth. It keeps them away from thinking about deep philosophical issues. Maybe that's the best way to live life. Maybe you should just be here and try to find meaning in doing a lot of different things that don't even matter. Because what can you do? You are here, right? You are here. And one thing that really bothers me about this world is that many people are living sad lives. So not only is life meaningless, it's sad as well. Many people have sad stories to tell, man. Many people have been through a lot in this world. Today I was listening to this other song by Kelly Clarkson. It's called I Forgive You. I like that song because I'm a forgiver. I forgive people when they hurt me. I don't believe in holding grudges. If you want to heal very fast, you must forgive. Don't justify your anger towards other people. No matter what they do, man, the first thing that you must do is forgive them and try to heal. It's for you, it's not for them. If you hold on to your anger, it's only going to hurt who? You. I mean, feeling angry isn't a good thing, right? It sucks. Nobody wants to feel angry. So, yeah, man, you must forgive people no matter what they've done. It's for you. You've got to heal. You don't have to hold on to your anger. Life is hard. Life is sad. So do the best that you can to not feel negative emotions. Do the best that you can to control your mind, to control your thoughts. It's important that you do the best that you can. Yeah, so I was listening to this song by Kelly Clarkson called I Forgive You. And that made me think of all the time that I had to forgive people. All the times that I had to forgive people, I was like, damn. I felt sad. I tried to look at my life from the perspective of another person, because sometimes when you are used to the things that happen to you, you no longer feel bad. You are used to it. It's life. But when you are looking at it from the perspective of another person, you actually realize how sad it is. So I was like, damn, man, but this is sad. No one should be going through the things that I've went through. It's not right. I can't believe that I had to go through these things. I can't believe that I had to forgive people for this. It's not right. It's sad. And that made me think. A lot of people have sad stories to tell, man. A lot of people have sad stories to tell. It's just that sometimes they don't have people that listen. So they just have to keep these stories to themselves. But life is really sad. Life is really sad. People just don't talk about their sad stories because people are not listening. They don't know who's going to understand them. Sometimes when you tell people what you're going through, they don't really understand you. They don't really get you. They don't really feel like your pain is valid sometimes. Like, man, that people are going through worse. Like, no, man. Pain is pain, alright? Pain is pain. Life has a way of making you deal with things that really hurt you. You see, there are things that we deal with that don't really hurt us, that hurt other people. But life has a way of making you deal with the things that actually hurt you. Things that make you sad. Life is one long, sad movie. It's just sad, man. Things that people go through. But what can we do? We have to keep ourselves distracted. We have to keep ourselves distracted, because really, if you're going to stare at this empty void that we're all forced to stare at sometimes, and realize just how meaningless everything is. You're gonna feel empty. I mean, have you ever thought about just how meaningless everything is? All the things that you've been through, totally meaningless. You just had to do what you had to do because you were brought into this world without your consent. But what can you say? What can you do? You just gotta do your time. You just gotta do your time. But the beautiful thing is that it will all be over one day. You don't have to do this forever. In fact, even if you wanted to do this forever, you will not be able to do this forever because your time is limited here. So that's really a beautiful thing, man. Sometimes when you are going through tough times, think about death. Think about the fact that it will all be over. Think about how futile everything is. Remind yourself that everything is meaningless. Remind yourself that everything is meaningless. Like I've been telling you that everything is meaningless. There isn't anything that actually matters. It's just that you've convinced yourself that there are things that matter in this world, and because of that, these things have power over you. But if you really realize that, nah, man, nothing matters and nothing will matter, nothing will have power over you. So that's what's beautiful about this, is that nothing matters and it'll all be over one day. You won't have to suffer anymore. You won't have to deal with the meaninglessness anymore. You won't have to deal with being sentient anymore. It's a crazy ride, man. I can't believe some of the things that I've been through, some of the things that I've seen, I look at my life and be like, damn, man, you're strong, You're strong because you did deal with this. It's not easy, man. If you are in this world and have lived your life, you're strong. Because it's not easy. People have convinced themselves that life is easy, life is good, in order to justify bringing more people here. It's not easy. It's not good. It's not good at all. It's horrible. That's why I keep on saying to you that you can't impose this on someone. You can't. It is wrong on so many levels. You just stop lying to yourself. It is wrong on so many levels. It isn't something that can be justified. I'm able to justify anything, man. I'm able to justify anything. That is why I'm able to forgive people. Like I said, I'm a forgiver. I'm able to forgive people because I'm able to justify their actions. I try to put myself in their shoes and be like, all right, man, this individual has done 1, 2, 3 because of 1, 2, 3. Like, I'm able to justify anything. I'm able to understand people in general. I'm able to understand people in general. But you can't justify bringing a person here. I can't think of any good reason why a person can bring a child into this world. Like, there is no good reason to bring a child into this world. A person can only do that because they are selfish. That's it. You can only force a person to stare at this empty void, this empty and caring void, because you are selfish. You are so selfish that you don't even see that you're selfish. That's how selfish you are. I mean, if you don't see that, bringing more people here is selfish, I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to say to you. We live in a cruel world, man. This world does not care about anyone. Our lives are sad, man. You know, this ride is one sad ride. We're just doing what we can to at least carry on with the ride, because I guess that's something that we have to do. Might not be something that many people want, but you know, they kind of have to do this. It's just like I keep on saying to you, you know, people are not doing this because they really want to do this. That's another lie that, you know, people believe. You think that people are here because they want to be here. I mean, if they didn't want to be here, they would have left, right? They would have unalived themselves. It's not impossible. You know, you can say to yourself that, you know, if a person really didn't want to be here, they would unalive themselves, because there are a lot of people who are unaliving themselves every day because they don't want to be here. But another thing that you must realize is that people have been lied to a lot. Remember, people don't know what the heck this place is. They don't know what it's all about. And there are people who have convinced them that, hey man, you were created by some God and this God is good, but if you don't listen to him, this God is gonna send you to hell. If you unalive yourself, this God is gonna send you to hell. So really, you don't have a choice. You have to fear this God, because if you're not afraid of this God, he's gonna send you to hell. If you disrespect him, he's gonna send you to hell. If you don't follow his rules, he's gonna send you to hell. You know what I mean? Some people believe that. So because of that, they fight. You know, they fight for this because they feel like, you know what, if I decided to stare at this empty void and realize the truth, I would unalive myself and I'll go to hell. So I have to do this. Some people just care too much about the things that are happening here. They're already addicted. They're already addicted to the things that are happening here. So they're like, you know, let's do this. Some people are scared of the unknown because they don't know what happens when they die. I mean, what if you come back to this? What if you come back to this world after you die? Imagine that. Imagine if after dying you reincarnate back here and you did not have a choice. Imagine. Maybe you reincarnate back as a cow. Imagine that. I mean, that's scary. So yeah, some people are afraid. Some people are afraid of the unknown. But if really everyone was told the truth, which is that actually, you know what, nobody really knows what the heck is going on, and this is trash. You can do what you want. Do you think people would really want to be here? If they said, you know what, you don't have to do this. If you want to unalive yourself, you'll be assisted to do that. You know, no one is going to stop you from doing that. You're going to get assistance. What do you think would happen? Do you think people would still feel like, man, let's hold on to this. Let me hold on to my 9 to 5. No, people will be like, nah, this ain't it. Something is wrong here. So you must recognize the fact that we've been lied to a lot as people. We don't know what the heck is happening here. So because of that, we are scared, we're uncertain. We don't know what will happen if we decided to exit this matrix. That's one of the biggest reasons why people are afraid of exiting. People are not here because they want to be here. Everyone is complaining, bro. It's just that people are not honest about how they feel because they're not even allowed to be honest. You know, people have to pretend as if they're loving the experience. They have to pretend as if they're enjoying themselves here, even if they know that they're not enjoying themselves. You know, even if they know that something is just not right. Because sometimes complaining a lot can make you feel worse than you should. Sometimes. So, you know, people just try to focus on distracting themselves with unimportant nonsense just to you know, keep on going on with their lives. But sometimes it is important that people complain and, you know, talk about how they really feel so that we will be able to understand the truth. Because if people are not telling us the truth about how they feel, we might think, man, people are doing great here. People are loving it here. Even when they don't love it here. Even when they feel like something is wrong here. So if people are able to say, you know what, man, something is wrong. I do not love this experience. I wish that we were allowed to choose death. You would know that actually, you know, people are not okay with this. A lot of people are not okay with this. Another thing that you must realize is this. There are people in this world that don't talk about how they feel, ever. There are people in this world that are so afraid to talk about how they feel. There are very few people in this world that actually talk about how they feel. Do you know that? There are very, very few people in this world that actually talk about how they feel. Most people are just doing whatever they're supposed to be doing. But they're not talking about how they feel. They don't even try to think about how they feel. You know, they don't try to introspect. You know, they don't try to find out what's going on internally. So because of that, you think, man, people are okay with this because they're not talking. They don't realize that, man, there are people who just don't talk about how they feel. They're angry. They're hurting. They know that something isn't right. I've been friends with people who are introverts before, and I know that most of them don't like what's going on in this world.